So I turned 25 this year, which means that I can rent a car without having to pay the crazy insurance. I guess that's probably about it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Anton Wong, and on this channel, I am here to unleash the power of video. So stick around. Now this video is going to be a little bit different from the others because it's on my birthday. It's being released on my birthday. I am turning 25 today. I'm turning 25 July 30th, 2021, and I thought I would make a little video about my thoughts on turning 25, considering, you know, I made one last year about turning 24 in the midst of a global pandemic. What a year 2020 was, am I right? And I thought I would actually take this time to reflect on not just how my life has changed in that year, but also just like reflect, first of all, on that video that I made back in 2020. And yeah, it is a little bit of a bummer that I am not able to be around other people who are not in the same household. And yeah, it does kind of suck that what is going on in the world right now. So yeah, first of all, of course, in that video I mentioned how we were in a global pandemic, and it definitely has gotten better since then, where we are now here in Canada and North America. People are being vaccinated, so we're able to open things up. But you know what? Not everyone is able to, you know, around the world, and so there are still many countries that are shut down, which is kind of unfortunate, but there is some sort of light at the end of the tunnel, which is something we've been saying for the past whatever. But I guess take the wins where you can get them. I don't know. During this past year, I've been making a lot of connections with people from various networking groups that I've been going to, and just online, you know, networking online through social media, and that's been great. Now, yeah, in that last video, I said that I made a lot of connections with, you know, small business contacts and entrepreneurs, and this year I did a lot more, or since that last video, I've done a lot more connecting with fellow YouTube creators, fellow video creators, and other people in an online community, just because there's not really, you know, you can't really go out in public anymore. But I really want to be able to connect with other video creators, other people who make videos for the internet, for YouTube. I made videos in collaboration with Avery Talks About Stuff, and I've also collaborated with my friend Travis over at Curious Tangents, and I'm working with some other creators as well to collaborate with videos on their channel as well. I find that collaboration between different creators and between different creative types, it really does help with, first of all, not feeling so alone, but second of all, being able to bounce ideas off of one another and bounce different problems that you might have. Say you're encountering an issue with burnout, or you're encountering a situation with inspiration, or encountering a situation with how to edit and go about certain things. It's just really nice to have someone who kind of already understands your situation. And of course, you could tell your friends and family, but they are not necessarily, or might not necessarily be as interested in the same things that you are. And so they might not have the same goals and might not be able to sympathize in the same way. Most of my work this year has been AV or event videography stuff, and I like it, but I am trying to make a move away from event-based stuff. And at first it was just more, I just don't want to be in event-based stuff, and now it just makes sense to not be in it because, well, yeah, so last year I was still working a lot of freelance, well, not a lot, I wouldn't say. It was less freelance since the pandemic happened, but I was doing some stuff. This year, I've actually since gotten a job, like a full-time job, working as a web coordinator at a company that does live stream webcasts as well as AV production. And I said that I was gonna leave live events, but I ended up going back into it with you know, doing more live events, and it was a company that I was already kind of working with already, but now I'm there full-time. Yeah, it actually gave me less time to work on my freelance stuff, which I guess is good and bad, because it was a lot of stress just trying to, you know, be your own boss, and you really have to take a lot of your own motivation, and sometimes it's very difficult to be self-motivated. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes like I find it very easily to get distracted by things, and sometimes it is just hard to attract clients by yourself. And so yeah, this past year I've been able to get, steady income. And it's kind of weird having a job. It's weird because I was self-employed since graduating college. And I've been freelancing since high school. I still consider myself a freelancer. I will still probably do some freelance stuff at some point on the side. I don't know how long I'll stick with this job, but it is something. This year, I also started my podcast, the So Far podcast that I was very happy with. And yeah, I'm a little bit late sometimes with this upload or that upload of the podcast, but I was able to have some really great conversations with the guests that I've had on the show. Podcasts, yeah. Yes, okay, so I probably should have let you guys know that I put it on hold, on hiatus, my podcast So Far, if you guys haven't checked it out. And the reason I put that podcast on hold was because I wanted to just take more time to dedicate towards making YouTube videos, because like I mentioned in that last video, I had started making podcasts and I found that really fun, because a part of that was just me uploading that onto YouTube and then connecting with the people on YouTube. And then I just realized I really like making YouTube videos and making internet videos for YouTube, which was something that I've been doing since I was like 12 years old. 13 years old. That's something I definitely want to get back into. Not that I want to leave podcasting behind. I might get back into making some more episodes, maybe block it into a time shift, so where one season is 10 episodes and I get 10 interviews or 10 episodes out of the way. That way it's not so hard to manage, I guess. I think for the foreseeable future, I would still like to do videos for clients, videos for brands and for businesses and small businesses. That's something I still enjoy doing. But when I started making videos again, specifically for YouTube, I had remembered what it was like to be 12 years old, 13 years old again, making videos on this camcorder that I stole from my parents and just making videos and putting it on YouTube and just answering to myself in the call of my own creativity. All right, so this part is true. I do kind of want to continue making freelance stuff. What I probably definitely plan to do is making more of these YouTube videos, because this is the thing that I want to do. This is the thing that I enjoy most. And like I mentioned in that video, I do want to be a YouTuber. I don't know if I've ever said that out loud apart from that last video, but it feels weird to say that you want to be a video creator. Like I am one, and I am one that's sitting at 700 or so subscribers, which is 10 times the amount that I was sitting at last year that I recorded a birthday video. I don't know, it's something that I kind of want to strive towards, even if I never even reach that goal, which I do predict that I might reach it at some point, but I don't know. I want to go back to making content that I enjoy making, telling stories that I enjoy telling. And that's why I'm going to continue making YouTube videos, get back to making podcasts. Recently, I have even been outlining screenplays for movie ideas that I have that I'm going to write and maybe try to make myself or try to sell it to a production company or someone. Yes, writing movies and stuff like that part, well, I said I was gonna get to, but I did outline some of my movie ideas, so they are outlined. They're not fully, beat by beat. I do have the structure of the film that I am working on. I'm still trying to figure out how to navigate a couple of the different acts in that structure before I start writing in my screenwriting software, which I haven't opened in probably a year. And one great milestone is I reached 1,000 followers on TikTok after making 7 videos a day for 7 days straight. One of the videos just popped off and I got a whole bunch of followers. Yeah, the followers on TikTok part. I haven't used TikTok in 8 months, 6 months, like half a year, something like that. It's not that like I dislike the platform that much. I don't know. I found that I was spending a lot of time, like, you open the app and then you just sucked into the For You page or whatever. You look up, it's like, oh, there was like an hour that goes by after you just sort of blink. I want to try to be able to control my time a little bit more. Not that I won't think about making content or TikTok, just making content. I want to sort of focus on YouTube, which, I have reached those milestones of, I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So that's awesome. That's all because of you guys wanting to see more of these videos and hitting subscribe. So it's been a year. What else has gone on in my life since then? Well, that last year I was actually reading quite a bit in the year 2020. I think I read about 1 book a month on average, 12 books. Part of that was just me trying to read 7 books in 7 days, of which I think I got like 5.25, which is still pretty good. And now I am fully employed with a full-time job, which sometimes takes up overtime hours as well. But something I do want to do is I want to learn a lot more things related to video production, but also just not related to video production as well. Continue expanding my horizons. I would really like getting into things like AI and machine learning, just to learn more about how that works, but also stuff that's sort of adjacent to video creation, stuff like making CG models, computer generated models, learning Blender and how to use Blender, and of course learning how to use DaVinci Resolve. But yeah, that's kind of like part of what I want to do. In terms of this YouTube channel, I want to continue making those kinds of challenge videos, like where I challenge myself to do something that I've never done before, try to do something in a limited amount of time. I really like putting myself under that sort of pressure. That way I have like a deadline, I have a goal, I have something to look towards, to aim at. And then of course I'll probably continue making videos about software video production tools, you know. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video to my Vimeo video. Maybe I'll make another video about Avid Media Composer and my story with that and why I don't use Avid. And I definitely plan on having more collaborations with other creators, other video creators. I think it would just not be as cool to go it alone and just have this video creating thing alone, because as cool as making videos are, I don't think I would enjoy it as much if it weren't for other people who are also doing those things, who were inspiring me and going alongside me, and we're bouncing ideas off each other, like I said, and also people like you, people who are watching this video, who are commenting and letting me know your thoughts. Those are things that I really appreciate, and kind of one of the big reasons that I make videos is to interact with you guys a little bit. So yeah, that's my thoughts on, you know, having turned 25. I guess, you know, I've learned quite a bit about how to manage my time, most of that through mistakes, but hey, isn't that how we learn things in life, right? Probably. I don't know, help me. Anyway, thank you guys once again so much for watching these videos, commenting and liking. If any of you share, I don't know if anybody shares these videos. I don't know, like I've checked my analytics, not that many people share them. Sometimes you guys do, usually no, which is totally cool. Whatever it is, thank you for watching, and hey, you know what? I'll see you guys in the next video, so take care.